Now let's discuss one example from the circular arrangement. Okay. So according to your first video, you should move. Okay. Try to execute all the related lines and draw two or different diagrams in order to avoid your confusion. Okay. So let's discuss one example from the circular arrangement. So first of all, draw two circles, right? In order to avoid your confusion. And try to remember the question. Okay, suppose 8 members are sitting around a circular table and all are facing towards the what? Center. So draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All are facing towards the center. In the second diagram, similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? So the members are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A to H, right? And all are sitting around the circular table and facing toward the center type. Okay. And the first line is given. B is sitting third to the left of F. So put F is here. This is the starting point and a reference point. And you always put the reference point here, because your left side is also the left side of that person and your right side is also the right side of the person, and put B is here. B is third to the 1, 2, 3, third to the left of B. In the second diagram you put B is F is here and 1, 2, 3. So this is the position of what? B. So first line is clear. That means B is third to the left of F, or B is sitting third to the left of F, right? So it is a fixed line, not confusing line. And come to the second line. E is immediate neighbor of both B and H. So if you put E is here and you should write H is here. Okay. And if you write E is here and H is here, that means it is a confusing one. So there are two positions applicable for the what? E. Either you put E to the immediate right of B, or you put the position of E immediate left of B. So don't put the both cases in the same diagram. Put the position of E in the second diagram, immediate left. That means E is here, so H is here, right? So only one person is sitting between B and H. Otherwise this line is given that what? B is immediate neighbor of both B and H. Clear? So why we take two diagrams? That means we try to separate both cases. We try to represent all possible cases. Okay, this is not possible in one diagram. Therefore, I am taking two diagrams. Right. Then next line, only one member is sitting between A and H. If H is here, so you put A is here. If H is here, according to the second diagram, this is the position of what? A. Right. So only one member is sitting between A and H. This is satisfied by the first diagram as well as in the second diagram. Okay. Next line, C and G immediate neighbor of each other. Neither C nor G is immediate neighbor of what? B. Right. C, G immediate neighbor of each other. Both are sitting immediate neighbor of each other, but neither C nor G is immediate neighbor of what? Not B. Right. So don't put here C, here G. Right. And but C and G immediate neighbor of each other. That in the first diagram, maybe the position of C is here, or if C is here, the G is here, or if G is here, so C is here. That means C is sitting immediate left of G, or C may be sitting immediate right of G. Confusing one. This is not a fixed one. That means you analyze this case. Okay, C may be here or C may be here. Okay, but in the second case, if C is here, G is here, suppose C, G are immediate neighbor of each other, but another line is given, neither C nor G immediate neighbor of B. So obviously C is immediate neighbor of what? B. If you put G is here, G may be the immediate neighbor of B. So therefore this diagram is cancelled. Right? So proceed according to your first diagram. So maybe the position of C is here or here. Then another line is there. Only one member is sitting between C and D. C and D. Okay, so only one place is left, so you definitely put the position of D is here and try to satisfy that line. Only one member is sitting between C and D. So obviously this is the position of the what? C, this is the position of D, and you write G is here. right? So CG are immediate neighbor of each other, right? Neither C nor G immediate neighbor of what? B, right? Only one member is sitting between what? Uh, C and D. All the things are satisfied, right? So hence this is your diagram. Okay, and if you consider the different types of question, what is the position of C with respect to B, right? So with respect to B means you will start from the B either to the right side of the B or to the left side of the B. Okay, so if you move towards this direction, this is the left side of a B. So obviously 1, 2, 3. So third to the left of B. And when you move in this direction 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So fifth to the right. Right, that is depending upon the question. Sometimes it is given that what is the position of a C with respect to B. So here you have two answers. Okay, third to the left or fifth to the right. But when it is given that find the position of a C with respect to B, when we move from B in a clockwise direction, obviously your answer is third to the left. And when it is given that when you move from B in an anti-clockwise direction, your answer is fifth to the right. Okay. So this is all about your question. Your question is not so difficult. So questions are depending upon your final diagram. So you try to draw the proper diagram so that all the above statements are satisfied. Okay. So this is all about the question, how to solve the sitting arrangement type of question. In the next video I will explain all the things elaborately.